Hey, what's up, guys? Dave from Alien Reptiles again. Gonna do a quick little video here. I got some things going on today, so I'm gonna try to knock this out. I told some people I'm gonna be putting one out on Friday, so today is Friday morning. It's about 8:30 or so in the morning. Try to get this knocked out and go over some things that we do here. Our rack setup, how we got the temp set up, what kind of thermostats we use. Some of the things that we use, we see some issues and how we kind of go about fixing those. First and foremost, our racks here, I built them all myself. They're not anything to write home about, but they work. It was all melamine, 3/4 inch sheets of plywood. I go to Lowe's, get my measurements that I need for the tubs that I'm going to use, and I have them cut the shelves. I come home and I put them all together, run the heat tape, hook up the thermostats, all that. Let me see if I can bring you over here and show you the heat tape setup. If you look there, all we do is wrap it, zigzag it all the way through. Aluminum foil tape on there to hold it down. I throw some staples in. I don't know if you can see them, but there's a staple there and each side on each corner. We get those set up there, and then a probe, I figure what about halfway down the rack is, and I set the probe up. That's our Herpstat 4. I have it set right now to 84 on the white racks, the smaller racks, and then our big rack I got it set to 91, 90, 91. That goes back and forth between there. I found that seems to help us out to keep the temps good in the bigger cages. At the all of our adults there, 90 seems to be where it gets it comfortable for them. The hot spots stays around 89 and some change, and then the cool side is room ambient temperature, and right now I got 73 degrees in here, so they got a pretty good variant to go back and forth from. 84 degrees on the smaller racks, because the hot spot, for some reason in these tubs, I don't know if it's a setup that I have or whatever, the hot spot seems to get a little bit hotter. Sometimes I go in there and it's 98 degrees, 99 degrees, and I was like, oh hell. So I had to play with the temperatures and get those to be where they're comfortable. Again, ambient temperature in the front of the tubs is whatever it is in here, and it usually stays 73, 74. I found with the cocoa, it almost acts like as an insulator. So the top of if they don't dig their little spot and they kind of go down to the very bottom of the tub, the cocoa, if they're sitting on top of the cocoa keeps it about 82, 83. But then when you get down to the bottom, now you're sitting right there around 88, 89. They almost acts as an insulator. When I clean these tubs out and I give them their wash down, I give them new stuff, I open up a spot in the cocoa, and then I'll put their hider in there if they use a hider. Not all of them do. So when they go in there, they're more on the bottom where it's nice and warm, and then they can move around. If it's too hot there, they can get out and get on top of the cocoa, move the forward part of the cage, what have you. Yeah, putting these together is not bad. It's really not. I get these are 1x3 pieces from Lowe's, 8-foot sections. I'll bring them home. I got a miter box in there, a little chop saw, and I'll figure out how high I want them. I leave a little gap at the bottom, probably about 5 inches, 4 inches, so the bottom one's not sitting directly on the floor. Cut the length how you want to, and I build it upside down like you see on every YouTube video. The rat racks I build the exact same way, except for the top shelf where you put the hardware cloth and you separate it for the food and all that stuff. That's the only difference between it. But I take all that stuff, I bring it home, and I cut it all the size. It's easier there. I got a little construction contractor table saw, so putting a big old sheet of plywood on there is very difficult. It takes 2 or 3 people to get it, and most of the time your lines are jacked up. So I stopped doing it. I have Lowe's cut the shelves, each one, come home, slap it together, run the heat tape zigzag all the way down, aluminum foil tape, some staples, find a halfway point in between, stick the probe in there for the thermostat, and we do the same thing over here on our little hatching rack that I got. I built that one up, and that one's only a little four level one. That's for our smaller guys in Herbstat 2. And I got them set to 85 because they're still on paper. They're on paper towels right now, so they don't have to. I don't have to bump the heat up right now. It kind of gets to about 86, 87 where they're at, and they seem to be comfortable where there's a smaller tub. So I want to give them if it gets too hot in the backside, the front side's not where it needs to be ambient, so they don't really have a radiant. It's probably like a 3-4 degree difference. So that's how I got them set up. Herbstat 2 is only running one right now. Obviously hoping for the future to have to build another one and have another output, another plug I can set up there. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much how we're doing stuff here. These racks are completely filled up. It's a 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 tub, 2, 4, 6, 7, 2, 4, 6, and then an 8 tub rack. And then the hatchling rack is I got 12 hatchling tubs in there, and I got 4 of them full right now. And that was all the babies that I got from the Breeder Circle auctions, which I'm telling you, do it. At least check it out and see if you can get any deals on there. Rats are all doing good. I got a couple looks like pregnant mamas in there. The babies from the last litter have their eyes open and they're starting to walk around, so they'll be coming off the mamas here soon. Babies are growing like crazy. They're fun to watch, man. They climb up on the top of the hardware cloth and they jump around. You hear them wrestling all the dang time. Right now, for the next couple of days, I got the rats sitting on vegetable mix. Broccoli, cauliflower, there's corn, carrots. I got some apples chopped up in there. I like to do that every couple weeks, every 3 or 4 weeks or whatever. I'll give them like 2 or 3 days on that stuff. Because I found when I give them their normal rat food, after being on that for a while, they actually start kind of like, I don't want that anymore. And I'll throw the regular food in and they'll smash it. One of these other things that I found, I got this from Lowe's too. Just another little thing, little treat that they get. It's got a bunch of protein in it. Trying to see what's the ingredients here. Yeah, protein, fiber, peanuts, beef, grain, millet, and cracked corn. They seem to really enjoy it, and I thought that it might smell bad. It actually smells kind of good, almost like you want to eat it, but I'm not going to. Some of the tips and tricks that we use too. I got these water bottles here. Even though I'm using cocoa, the humidity level doesn't really stay high all the time. People out there who are using cocoa, you'll know the cocoa on the hot side, right above the heat tape, dries out real quick. The front side takes a little bit longer. So when I got ones going into blue, getting ready to shed, and they're over on their hot side, I'll give them a little spray down. If they haven't pooped or they haven't shed in a while, I don't change the cocoa out every week or anything. I wait for them to shed and poop, change it out, give it a good cleanup. So sometimes it gets really dry, and I'll spray all the sides, spray the cocoa, spray the snake itself. If they have a hider, I'll take the hider, spray the inside, outside, kind of make a little humidity box. Put that in there, and I've had 0 issues on bad sheds. Every shed comes out full sheds. I got nicks. If you haven't seen my last videos or first couple videos about the nicks, I use the nicks. I get some distilled water. It comes a little gel thing. Actually, I got some. I'll show you what it looks like over here. One of these things. There we go. This is what I use. Comes with 2 of those little bottles in there. I'll take that, 1 bottle and a gallon of distilled water, squirt it in there, shake it up. It takes a little bit because of the gel. I found if you fill the gallon jug up halfway, put the nicks in there, you can shake it up really good. It cuts your time of shaking almost in half. First time I did it, I almost filled it to the top, and it took forever for me to get the gel to dissolve and become one. But I use the nicks on all these racks, on all the snake tubs. When I do the big cleaning, when I'm changing it all out, the chlorhexidine, spray that out, and I use the nicks just as a preventative for mites. I don't want those nasty things crawling all over my stuff. It's worked so far I've had no mites. Another necessity here, you gotta have some hand sanitizer. I keep another one of these guys here, little it was club soda. Got that, cleaned it all out, and I keep that full of water every once in a while when you're going through here. I don't have a deep sink in the room, which I would like. Well, when I make my expansion, I'm gonna try to put one on the outside there, make it a little bit easier for the rat water bottles, and if I got a lot of water, I got to fill up. But that works good when you're going through doing your tub checks and you see a little bit of water is low or is empty. You just grab that, top it off. It's a lot easier to fill that up. I had a gallon jug too, but that one's full of the mixture now. If I can remember next time we get done with milk, I'll take it, clean it all out, do all that stuff. Rubber gloves. We got a box of rubber gloves over there. It's great when you're messing with the rats, cleaning their stuff out. I mean, people who've got rats know it can get pretty damn nasty. See what else I got up here. Paper towels and normal stuff. Got little tiny tongs. I got some bigger tongs around here somewhere. It's over on the table. I do that only for the babies. Their aim is not that good, and I've been tagged a couple times and I'm trying to eat. So I got the longer tongs. Just got them off Amazon. Just some cheap tongs. Got little rubber tips at the end. It seems to help those guys out eating. Trying to think if I missed anything. Oh, I'll show you the Crested Gecko setup that we got going. That guy is just a rectifogger. That's my internet box right there. But yeah, just a UV bulb on there. And then the whole setup's nothing crazy. A lot of vines, sticky things. I just got that guy from Amazon. I don't know, can you guys see it? And if I get it down here good enough. Right there, that black thing. Sitting right there. Damn. I'll get it one day. Right here. This little magnetic thing, got their food bowl. And their little water dish in there. I used to have it down at the bottom and now I don't have it on there. Yeah, I mean, updates that are happening. Sorry about the hand. Updates are happening. Medusa and Monkey are banana male, and then Medusa are pastel female. I mean, they've locked now 8 times. Yeah, 8 times. And I have another banana male chimp. We put him in there too. We rotate them to get the male out and give the female a break. We're doing it like every 2.5, 3 weeks. We'll put them in there. Every time they go in there, they lock. So fingers crossed on those guys. We'll get them going. I think that's pretty much it. I mean, I got my little whiteboard here. I showed that in one of my other videos. The eat and shed. Every time they eat, I mark down the day. Every time they shed. And at the very end is the locks. And Medusa's got 8 of them filled up. 8. Yeah, 8. So she's rolling. Get ready to build that wall in the garage. I'll make a video on that when it gets done. I don't want to do the whole pause and edit everything and step by step. I'm building a wall, insulating it, putting the inside in, cleaning the room out, and then moving the rats in, building another rack for the rats. But yeah, we got let me pull out some of these little babies. Show you guys these little guys. They're freaking awesome little things. There's one of our little guys there. Little eyes just got it open. I'm believing maybe last night. Oh, got him. Let me put him in before he gets hurt. That's one of them. And then we got this guy. Look at that. Look at that thing. He's good. Oh, jumpers. Yeah, but they're doing good. They're growing. They're growing up, and got a couple mamas in here that are getting ready to be dropping litters for us. I got 2 up here, 2 down here, 1 down here at the bottom. Then I got 5 or 6. 2 that are really close, probably in the next week or so they'll be dropping for us. You can definitely tell the size. They kind of go from the front, and then there's like a bulge, and then their butt and tail go out. And you can, when they get pregnant, you can tell they almost double in size. I got a shout out to give you. Got these in the mail last night, but I worked late, so found them this morning. Shout out to Mary over there at is it gonna focus on there? Mary Python and the Holy Balls. Awesome little stickers. Great account to follow. If you haven't followed that, I'd get on there and do it. Do some cool stuff. Another shout out to Brandon from Morphs of a Different Color. He kind of gave me the idea. Hey, go over the rack stuff. Start doing this stuff. I ran out of things to talk about. There's really nothing crazy going on except for the same old thing. I don't want to bore everybody. He's like, hey, do some stuff on the racks and temperature settings, and want to know if I was any good at Punnett squares. And the answer to that is no, I'm not. I'm not very good at that and doing the whole, you got this recessive and this, it's good on this allelic level and all those morph things. I got, some 4 or 5 gene animals. You start putting them together, I mean, you got 96 different possibilities. So I'm sure you can figure it out down to a science of what your chances are, but I'm not really worried about all that stuff. It's not what I'm not doing any Punnett square stuff. It's cool. Any wanted me to do something on popping, some tips on popping the males and females. I'll get that on the next one. I don't want to kind of do it at the end of this video. I don't want to do that. But I will. And Brandon at Morphs of a Different Color hooked me up with the idea on this, and this is what we're rolling with. But yeah, that's pretty much about it, how we're doing things. Just a quick recap. The cocoa in these things on their hot spot, if they're not cleared out, it's like an insulating barrier, and it's not as hot as it needs to be for them. So keep an eye on that. We got our little temp gun, another crazy lows. I think it was like $10 or something like that. And I check those at least once a day when I have days off, and I got 3, 4, 5 days off in a row. I'll check them 2, 3 times a day because I'll get bored, come in here and clean and then re-clean and then pull stuff out and hold them and everything. But to close the video out, I'm going to pull out one of this big guy here. This is El Jefe. He's our super stripe male. Pull him out, let him get out for a little bit because I've been trying to work him. He's really shy and nervous and trying to get him used to being handled and all that stuff, but he still don't like it. Yeah. He's a big old boy. He's a big boy. This is El Jefe, super stripe. That's Spectre yellow belly. You see, he hates it. He doesn't like anything touching him. He doesn't like being held. He's been like this since we've had him. He's just not into it, I guess. He's a big boy. We get him going here soon. Once these damn females get up to size, they're taking their time. They're growing, but I want them to be ready to go tomorrow, and we just know that's not how it works. So El Jefe, super stripe male, big boy. He's got some big old sperm plugs too. He's ready to go, and that might be why he's so damn twitchy all the time. But he's getting there, man. He's getting there. He's ready to go. Get some females for him. I think he'll be a whole lot happier. Just want to make sure I put him with the right one. Whatever Spectre and yellow belly will, brighten up. I'm kind of thinking right off the top of my head, I probably throw him in there with maybe my soul sucker or my super pastel het clown female maybe later on. I really got her in Pennywise. He's our pastel blade het clown. I want to put those together first, try and make some clowns. But all right. So that's the video for this time. I hope I showed you guys some stuff. Maybe you're like, oh, that's a good idea, and you want to use it. You don't want to use it, whatever. If you see some things, hey, maybe try this, try to do that. Send me a comment. You can send me a DM through Instagram, whatever. But yeah, follow us on Instagram, alien_reptiles. All that stuff goes to Facebook. Like I said, I don't really mess with Facebook too much, but it's a linked account, so it goes there. So if you're not on Instagram, you're on Facebook, look us up there. Yeah, like, subscribe, and comment on this video. You want to see something else or anything. Next video will be on popping. tips and tricks on popping the females and the males and what to look for, especially on the smaller ones. Some of them you gotta pay attention a little bit and look really hard. Reptile show tomorrow, so I'll probably be coming home with some surprises on that. But it won't be snakes. I'm good right now on that. I will probably be bringing home some crested geckos. I want to get another male and a female. Those two in there are females. Get another female in there, throw another male in there, and let them go to town and do their things. If you guys are coming back, thanks again for the support. KC Painted Balls, awesome support. Nothing but good stuff, and motivating, and hey, keep going, keep doing this. Great account. Follow her on Instagram too. More stuff, a different color. I mean, there's a bunch of them. I got like 4 or 5 that I really follow and pay attention to, and we talk back and forth. It's pretty awesome. But yeah, thanks guys for watching, and stay tuned for the next video. It'll be on popping males and females. All right, guys, you guys have a good one.